Architecture lives because of diversity, such as in different building styles. But whether it is avant-garde, high-tech or classical style, glass textile wall coverings complement all of them. In combination with high-quality paint, glass textile wall coverings with their 3D textures create a dynamic and lively appearance not found in any other type of wall covering. Glass textile wall coverings from VITRULAN reinforce the wall and have an extremely long service life, since they can be repainted many times without loss of their expressive textures. When proper coatings are used, they promote healthy building interiors and provide a non-combustible interior wall covering system. VITRULAN glass textile wall coverings are produced from all natural, environmentally friendly raw materials such as quartz, sand and soda. The first step in the production process is to melt down small glass pellets. The molten glass is then drawn through platinum nozzles and pulled into glass filaments of a finite thickness. These glass filaments are then twisted into glass yarns at a high rate of speed. Those yarns are then wound up on spools. At this stage, we prepare the yarn for the weaving process. In this picture, you can see a so-called warp beam, which can have up to 10,000 yards or meters of warp threads wound up on it. This is done very accurately. That warp beam is then set directly into the loom. The loom continually takes the warp yarn off the beam and the fill yarn is inserted from the side. The warp and fill yarn interlock, thus they become the fabric. Here, VITRULAN glass textile wall coverings with their unique textures and designs are created using the latest computer-guided techniques. Special coatings create a stable and workable glass textile fabric, even for most difficult installations. After the edges are trimmed precisely, our quality control people inspect the fabric thoroughly. Only perfect rolls advance to the packaging area. Here, each roll is stretch wrapped and securely packed into its own carton. Safely packaged in this way, VITRULAN glass textile wall coverings are then shipped all over the world. VITRULAN glass textile wall coverings are equally well suited for either commercial or residential interiors. The combination of elegant appearance, superior technical features and ease of installation makes them a superior wall covering. Now pay attention to the following guidelines for quick and easy installation. VITRULAN glass textile wall coverings are installed as a system using adhesives and high-quality paints. Only the usual paper hanging and painting tools are needed for installation. Never install VITRULAN glass textile wall covering below 45 degrees Fahrenheit or 8 degrees Celsius. The wall surface must be dry, clean, smooth and stable. Be sure to make a plumb line before hanging the first fabric length. Carefully stir the adhesive until it's smooth. Apply adhesive to the corners first. Then apply the adhesive to the wall and spread evenly enough for one fabric width. Besides using a paint roller, you can also apply the adhesive to the wall with an airless sprayer, or you can use a pasting machine and apply the adhesive directly to the back of the fabric. To keep the fabric clean and undamaged, it's best to unroll and hang it right out of its carton. Look for the blue stripe indicating the adhesive side of the fabric. That way, you can never hang the fabric upside down or inside out. Embed the first fabric length into the adhesive. Press the fabric into the adhesive using a plastic trowel to eliminate any air pockets. Simply trim the edges. Make sure you have secure adhesion at the bottom. And trim again if necessary. Now we're embedding the second fabric length. Simply butt the seams. However, please do this very carefully and exactly. All fabric designs that are difficult to drop match have a matching thread woven in. You simply line up the threads and you're matched. You can easily wrap VITRULAN glass textile wall coverings around corners. They are stable, yet very flexible. None of the fabric threads break even when the fabric is wrapped around the corner. Once the fabric is on the wall, the blue stripe on the adhesive side of the fabric is still visible. If the stripes are all at an equal distance of 39.5 inches or 1 meter from each other, then all the fabric lengths were installed properly. You can proceed with the first coat of paint in the color of choice after the fabric and adhesive have thoroughly dried. First, paint all corners. Then roll on a fairly heavy amount of paint, spreading it evenly into the fabric. At this point, the horizontal matching thread may still be visible. Make sure this first coat of paint has dried thoroughly before applying the second coat. Once the second coat has dried, you have created a perfect wall surface using VITRULAN glass textile wall covering. VITRULAN glass textile wall coverings give every room a unique ambience. They are the preferred wall covering for restaurants and international hotels. They ensure optimal wall hygiene in hospitals, labs, and doctors' offices. VITRULAN glass textile wall coverings create an ideal wall surface for high traffic areas such as stairways, hallways, modern offices, and conference rooms. Millions of installed square feet worldwide are proof of the quality and unique elegance of VITRULAN glass textile wall coverings.